Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to simplify fractions. We will go through some examples together, and then I'll give you some practice problems that you can try on your own. Now, when we simplify fractions, we're looking to get the smallest numbers in value that we possibly can, the simplest numbers for our numerator and denominator. We do this by finding common factors between our numerator and denominator. And factors are numbers that we can divide our numerator and denominator by without getting a remainder. Once the only common factor is 1, the fraction is in simplest form. Basically, that means we can't break the fraction down any further. So when we're simplifying fractions, we need to be thinking, is there anything we can divide the numerator and denominator by? Let's jump into our examples, starting with number 1, where we have 8/12. And for number 1 here, we're really going to break this down and write out each step. We'll start by writing out the factors of 8 and 12. And we'll do this off to the side. Now, this can be helpful when simplifying, but we do want to get to a point where we can simplify without writing out all of the factors. Let's start with the factors of 8. And for factors, we need to think about all of the numbers that we can multiply together to equal 8. Or think all of the numbers we can divide 8 by without getting a remainder. We can also think of this as all of the numbers that go into 8, so to speak. We will start with 1 and 8. We can always start with 1 and the number itself. 1 times 8 equals 8. Or we can think in terms of division. We can divide 8 by both 1 and 8. Now I left a gap in between for any other factors. 2 and 4 are also factors of 8. So 2 and 4. And those are all of the factors of 8. 1, 2, 4, and 8. Now for 12. We will start with 1 and 12. And we have our gap there to fill with any other factors. Well, 2 and 6 are factors of 12. 2 times 6 equals 12. Or we can think in terms of division. We can divide 12 by 2 and 6. So 2 and 6 are factors. 3 and 4 are also factors. So 3 and 4. And those are all of the factors of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Now we're going to use the greatest common factor between 8 and 12 here. That way we can simplify this in one step. The greatest common factor is 4. That's the largest factor they share. Now we take that greatest common factor of 4 and divide our numerator, 8, and our denominator, 12, by 4. 8 divided by 4 gives us 2, and 12 divided by 4 gives us 3. So we end up with 2/3. The only common factor between 2 and 3 is 1. So this is in simplest form, and we are done. So 8/12 in simplest form is 2/3. Now please keep in mind, a simplified fraction is equivalent to the original fraction. We're not changing the value of the fraction at all when we simplify. Now, before moving on, I do want to cover one more really important thing here about simplifying. When we simplify, there may be multiple paths, multiple ways that we can simplify. So for example, let's say we divided 8 and 12 by the common factor of 2. So let's write this out, 8/12. And let's say again that we divided by that common factor of 2. So 8 divided by 2 and 12 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 gives us 4, and 12 divided by 2 gives us 6. So we end up with 4/6, which is different than our simplified fraction of 2/3. Well, we're actually not done simplifying here. 4 and 6 have a common factor of 2 that we can divide by in order to continue simplifying here. So we need to divide 4 by 2 and 6 by 2. 4 divided by 2 gives us 2, and 6 divided by 2 gives us 3. So we do end up with 2/3 that way as well. Either path works and got us to that simplified fraction of 2/3. If we use the greatest common factor between our numerator and denominator, then we will simplify in one step. If we use a factor less than the greatest common factor, then it will take more than one step. So something to keep in mind. Let's move on to our next examples. Taking a look at numbers 2 through 5, we're going to simplify these without writing out factor lists. Just remember, we're looking for common factors that we can divide our numerator and denominator by. For number 2, we have 25/40. Are there any common factors between 25 and 40 other than 1? Yes, 5 is a common factor. We can divide both 25 and 40 by 5. And 5 is actually the greatest common factor. So we can simplify in one step here by dividing our numerator and denominator by 5. So 25 divided by 5 and 40 divided by 5. 25 divided by 5 gives us 5, and 40 divided by 5 gives us 8, and we end up with 5/8. The only common factor between 5 and 8 is 1, so we are done. 5/8 is our simplified fraction. Moving on to number 3, we have 18/24. Do we have any common factors between 18 and 24 other than 1? Well, our numerator and denominator are both even, so we can use 2 to start breaking this fraction down. But let's see if we can think of anything greater than 2. Well, I know that we can divide 18 by 3. I also know that we can divide 18 by 6 and 9. So will any of those work for 24? Yes, both 3 and 6 are factors of 24 as well. So let's use that greatest common factor of 6 and divide both 18 and 24 by 6. 18 divided by 6 gives us 3, and 24 divided by 6 gives us 4. So we end up with 3/4. The only common factor between 3 and 4 is 1, so this is now simplified. Now let's actually do number 3 again and take a different path. Let's start with the common factor of 2. So let's rewrite this and try simplifying by starting with that common factor of 2. 18 divided by 2 gives us 9, and 24 divided by 2 gives us 12. So we end up with 9/12, which is different than 3/4. But we have a common factor other than 1 that we can divide by here. We are not simplified yet. So what's that common factor other than 1? Well, 3. We can divide 9 by 3 and 12 by 3. 9 divided by 3 gives us 3, and 12 divided by 3 gives us 4. So we end up with 3/4 that way as well. And just to show one more path here, maybe you thought, well, 3 is a common factor. Let's start with dividing by 3 and see what happens. 18 divided by 3 gives us 6. 24 divided by 3 gives us 8. So we end up with 6/8. But we can continue simplifying here. We have a common factor of 2 that we can divide by. So divide 6 and 8 by 2. 6 divided by 2 gives us 3, And 8 divided by 2 gives us 4. So we get 3/4 that way as well. So a few different paths there to get to that simplified fraction of 3/4. Moving on to number 4, we have 10/60ths. So do we have any common factors that we can divide our numerator and denominator by other than 1? Yes, we do have some common factors here. They're both even, so 2 is a common factor. 5 is also a common factor, but our greatest common factor here is 10. So we need to do 10 divided by 10 and 60 divided by 10. 10 divided by 10 gives us 1, and 60 divided by 10 gives us 6. So we end up with 1/6. The only common factor between 1 and 6 is 1, so we are done here. This is simplified. Lastly, let's move on to number 5, where we have 14/35. So are there any common factors here other than 1 that we can divide by? Let's think about 14. We know that 1 and 14 are factors, but also we have 2 and 7. So do any of those factors work for 35 as well? Yes, 7. 7 is a common factor, and it happens to be the greatest common factor. So let's divide both 14 and 35 by 7. 14 divided by 7 gives us 2, and 35 divided by 7 gives us 5. So we end up with 2/5. The only common factor between 2 and 5 is 1, so we are done. So now that we've gone through some examples together, it's time for you to try some practice problems on your own. So have paper and a pencil ready. Here are your practice problems. Simplify each fraction. I'll give you 3 minutes and then we will go over the answers. Feel free to pause if you need more time or jump ahead to the answers whenever you are ready. Go ahead and start. Okay, so that was 3 minutes. Let's go over the answers. Here are our answers. Please keep in mind, you may have taken a different path on some of these than I did, but as long as you have the correct simplified fraction, that's what matters. For number 1, we have 1/3. For number 2, 7/8. For number 3, 5/6. And lastly, for number 4, 1/2. So there you have it. There's how to simplify fractions. I hope that helped. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.